Tesla has sold 75% of all of its Bitcoin, and this obviously has a huge impact on Tesla and the overall crypto sentiment. Why did Tesla do this? Is Elon Musk behind this, and what will be the consequences after this happened? This and much more news in today's video of Market Overview. See you guys in a bit. Alright everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I am not going to take too much of your time. Please make sure to sit tight, grab a cup of coffee, and we're gonna get straight into the juice because there is a lot of it today. As for a story, of course, Tesla sold 75% of their Bitcoin, reducing their total Bitcoin holdings to only a couple of millions. The total value of the Bitcoin that they've sold was roughly worth 936 million, making it obviously a massive move of Bitcoin. But of course, there are many whales with this amount. The fact that it's Tesla, one of the biggest companies supporting Bitcoin, that is a big deal. This comes together with Elon Musk publicly stating that Bitcoin and crypto as of right now are not contributing to a sustainable environment. So this was a tweet around the time that they removed the Bitcoin, that they sold the Bitcoin. So will this have to do something with the fact that Elon Musk doesn't think it's sustainable as of right now? We don't know. Also, they only sold 75%. There must be a strategic reason for holding at least some of their holdings back. At the end of the day, those are still several millions worth of Bitcoin. According to the Tesla Q2 earnings report, Elon Musk's car company has sold 75% of its Bitcoin holdings, worth 936. In their report, they put the income on proceeds from sales of digital assets. And obviously, because the blockchain is fully traceable, this was able to be traced back to the sell-off of most of their Bitcoin. Now, what do the experts think of this move and what the consequences of it will be for the market? Crypto industry experts are largely unfazed by Tesla's decision to sell 75% of its Bitcoin holdings, saying it's a fairly typical strategy for companies to improve cash flow during economic slowdowns. On Wednesday, the electric vehicle manufacturer revealed that it had sold 75% of its Bitcoin. During a conference call, Tesla CEO Elon Musk noted that the sale should not be taken as a verdict on Bitcoin, explaining that the move was due to liquidity concerns given the continued COVID-19 lockdowns in China. So overall, the sentiment is don't worry, and we can see that back in the market. If we go over to CoinGecko, we can see that Bitcoin has been largely unfazed. Over the last 24 hours, it dropped by 3%, which is very little. If this was to have a big impact on the market, we would have seen much more than that. Also, Ethereum doesn't really seem fazed by it with only a -5%. The impact on the market hasn't been very severe. Now, we're going to look into the market in more detail in a little bit, but for now, no weird movements because of this on the market. So let's move on to the next story of the day. Zipmex is suspending all withdrawals. That's a bit of a difficult word. It stays difficult, guys. No matter how long you're in crypto, it stays difficult to pronounce for a simple Dutch man like me, like myself. The CA of Thai crypto exchange Zipmex denied the rumors of financial trouble. But of course, you can't really deny that for long, as they are suspending all withdrawals, and that simply means that there is something going on in the company, most likely financial turmoil, as this is yet another crypto exchange that is feeling the pain after Celsius, Voyager, 3AC. Now Zipmex is also suspending its withdrawals, and they seem to be denying that this is because of economic situations. Over here, we see a tweet from Zipmex themselves. They're not that big. That is why it's not making the front pages today. They're not like 3AC. They're not like Voyager, but they are an established company nonetheless. With 18,000 followers on Twitter, they are saying, we are extending our maintenance period and we will re-enable withdrawals and deposits for your trade wallet on the 21st of July, which would be today. That would be at 18 GMT +7. Trading will remain disabled until further notice. So they're saying it's not because of financial situations, it's because of maintenance. If we move over here to the comments, we don't actually have a lot going on here in the comments. But yeah, the acquisition fell through due to market conditions. They've pulled out many countries around the world, such as Turkey, Latin America. Coinbase is a great strategic partner to our business. Regardless, this is all about regarding Zipmex. They're saying because it is of a update because of maintenance, and they're going to be online again very, very soon, today in fact. Meanwhile, the community sentiment is very much doubting that, stating maybe just because just as 3AC, they might be in turmoil and panic ensues around the investors. Now, who to believe? Honestly, we can't really be sure. They're saying that today the exchanges should open again, so I suppose we'll find out today. If they delay it, then you guys, they're probably covering something up, but hopefully the withdrawals will be open again. In other news, we're moving back to Polygon, the little star of this month, I would say. They've been doing very, very well, of course, being nominated for the partner program with Disney and doing nearly 100%. Over the last month, Polygon has been doing crazy good. And now they are announcing a giant leap forward for the Ethereum scaling and ZK innovation. Introducing Polygon ZK EVM, the first EVM equivalent Zk L2. Today we're releasing a complete implementation, fully open source, and we're just getting started. Here they have a very long thread talking about this new situation. We all know that Ethereum needs to scale, but won't that mean sacrificing security and decentralization? Not with Polygon. It's inherent security of Ethereum while increasing throughput and radical reducing fees. The best part, it's fully EVM equivalent, and they basically go on and on about the Zk EVM. Now, if you guys want to read up on this, there is an article going very, very in depth on this new update, and I would suggest you go and read up on this. But for right now, what is most important is, if you're wondering why has Ethereum been doing so well, why has Polygon been doing so well, this is a very long awaited update that is getting closer and closer. Alright, now we're going to look at the overall market. We are seeing that everything is a little bit down compared from yesterday. We're seeing Bitcoin slightly dipping below 23k again, Ethereum slightly dipping below 15k again. Ethereum is an interesting situation. Of course, we know that the next resistance for Ethereum was at 1700. There was, quote, not a lot of resistance at all before that. So it is funny to see that they are experiencing that resistance, even though that the update is coming along quickly. We're seeing over the past 24 hours definitely some hits. Now this might have something to do with Tesla and a little bit of the negative sentiment creeping back into the market, as Bitcoin obviously had some hits as well. But overall, we're talking about very minor losses, and thus far also very temporary ones, as it seemed to have been stabilized. We see 1.07 trillion market cap. It went down somewhat, but we are still, above 1 trillion, which is much better than we've had earlier this month. As for Binance USD, it dropped all the way to 8th place yesterday, but now we can see that it is at the 6th place with $1 as price and a almost $18 million market cap. XRP is comfortably at the 7th place again, and Cardano as well. They dropped a lot over the past 24 hours, all the way down 9%, and Cardano is at 8th place again. Also Solana with a big drop over the last 24 hours. They dropped all the way back to $40. And yeah, really over the last 24 hours, the market has just been doing very bad. But still, over the past week, we are still seeing the majority of the coins in some good green. For the Fear and Greed Index today, we have 34, yet another record. So despite some more losses over the 24-hour, a little bit of some negative news, we are seeing the Fear Index grow bigger and bigger and better and better. So that is a very good sign. Let's try and get it to 35 tomorrow. And yeah, for now, we are at 34. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, join our Discord for all of the necessary notifications to stay up to date and to chat with the community. I would really love to see you guys there. I will be there as well, and always love to chat up with you guys. Many of these stories have been actually sent in by the community, so if you would love to send some stories out, always appreciate it. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao, ciao.